And this is Curin, and this is a surprise episode. An extra episode, and I need to talk to him. Um. Have another 100. Yay! So, I am actually making this episode because I kind of feel bad. I always give an extra episode, and usually if I miss something, and I usually always give it to Minecraft. So, I wanted to do some stuff here. And Morrowind. Not to mention, I really, right now want to play. And now, they aren't going to attack me because I gave them a whole crap load of my money. Awesome. But it worked. I avoided a fight, which, though not always good, in this case, I just didn't really want to start this off with battle. I want to resolve things peacefully. No one likes doing that. It's more fun with death and stuff. But I just didn't feel like it right now. And part of me really wants to do Blood Moon. Okay, we are free from distraction here. I said I'd tell you about the Navarine cult so I can report back to Chaos. I don't know any of the Sixth Health cult. To understand, you must understand the history of the Ashlanders. Nerevar means something very different to the Ashlanders from what it means to the Dunmer of the Great Houses. You should also know about the prosecution of the Navarine and the legacy of the false incarnate. For the Navarine cult is the heart of ancient conflict between nomadic Ashlanders and the settled Great House Dunmers. Here's a summary for Chaos, and ask your questions, and I'll answer in detail. False incarnate. In the past, some have claimed to be the incarnated Nerevar. The most recent is known as Peakstar, a figure of legend among the Waste tribes. For the last 30 years, Temple says the false incarnate disprove the prophecies, since false incarnates fail and come to nothing. But the mystical Navarine cult glorifies rather than shrinks from contradictions, citing the appearance of failed incarnates as certain proof of Nerevar's coming rebirth. History of the Ashlanders. In the first era, the nomadic Ashlanders and the settled Dunmer clans were much alike, but after the First Council and the formation of the Great Houses, Ashlanders have steadily forced into the poorest and most hostile lands. Now, the nomadic tribes look to the prophesied return of Nerevar for restoration of their ancient rites and religious traditions. Aww. Prosecution of the Navarine. The Temple treats Navarine prophecies as heresy, and Temple imprisons and executes heretics unless prevented by imperial law. But since the Navarine cult is hostile to the Empire does not interfere with the Temple's persecutes of the cult. When the Temple persecutes the cult. Ashlanders hate the Temple, and particularly the Ordinators, for their ruthless treatment of Navarine cultists. Ashlanders hate the House Dunmer, who have become soft and who have abandoned traditional ancestor worship for the gods of the tribunal, and Ashlanders hate Outlanders, who invaded and stole their land and forced them to live as a subject people. A reborn Nerevar who could drive out the Outlander invaders, destroy the false worship of the tribunal, and restore the pure traditional life and faith of the nomads would be a popular hero to the Ashlanders. Ooh. Okay. So that was a whole lot of stuff. Hey, Morag Tong. I'm only, but Pauper and Commoner do not suffer from war here as they do in the West. Thanks. And I am an Oregonian, and they treat me with respect. If you curious, find a copy of the Black Glove. Please do not mistake us for the Dark Brotherhood. The Dark Brotherhood is a perversion of ancient Dunmer traditions. They have sold their honor for profit and are no more than a league of murderers for hire. The Black Glove. I'm gonna see if he has it. Just out of curiosity. But, so, basically, it's gonna be some interesting stuff. Dance with fire, dance with fire. Is it gonna be... Okay, brief. Okay, Chronicles of Nucleft. The old ways, the pilgrims, the monolith, the madness, the firmament, the eastern, the doors of the spirit, constellation, change one of the candidates, brothers of darkness, the book. Okay, can't find it here. The Pilgrim's Path. The Invocation of Azura. The Eastern Provinces impartially considered. I don't know what that means. Oh, I do, but, fudge. I can't think of it right now. I should know what impartial... Oh, impartial. Derp. Anyways, ooh, alchemist. Apothecary, don't know what the difference is. But now... we need to get, not Halia, previous, a temple priestess, and Adheron here in the St. Olms district. St. Olms, I have no clue where it is, and neither do I remember which one's the temple. I never remember Vivec's layout. Oh. But, fun fact, I actually have a map of Vivec here somewhere. 1 minute. Okay, so we are looking for... Okay. Okay, so... Oh, hey, there was a picture of me up there. It is back there, and I assume the temple quarters is the one in the back. Okay, so there's the bridge. So we're in the Redoran district. Okay, so... I need to go over here to the Arena district. And then I need to go back, because that guy will ferry me places. I think him. Her. Acrobatics is increased and I'm loading a new area. Loading takes forever. Okay, so this is the St. Olms North. That's okay, the St. Olms Canton, and if I remember correctly, she is actually in somewhere. Okay, so, she's not actually that hard to get to, if I remember correctly. Can you find her? No. No, I cannot. If I remember correctly, she's in the canals. And she's actually down in the underworks. Yep. So Kaya says to you, speak with around here, and you have done this thing. You were speaking to around here, but around here does not want to talk about the Navarine or the Sixth House cult. And because why? Because around here is, at the moment, very distracted by a nice census and exercise agent who wants to speak with her. You do not know this. They are the collectors of taxes, and the Emperor has outlawed trade and many things to blah blah blah. And it's not one of... Okay, make the bad agent go away. So we've got to go talk to that dude that was up stairs, actually. Which the stairs are back here. Hey you, around here. She took a gondola to the mainland. I lied. Mainly to get information. Okay. So, I'm getting rid of the annoying. Indeed, okay. But nothing about the Navarine. The Sixth House cult knows about this because it is about smuggling. Some smart smugglers are very suddenly too busy for their old clients because they have a new employer, the Sixth House, who pays very well. But what do they smuggle now? Around here does not know because they are very secret. And this is odd because these smugglers are always loud and bragging, and now they hush up like fat-bellied kitties full of sweet meats. Smuggling is a big business. The Empire says we can't trade skooma, moon sugar, ebony, Dwemer artifacts, exotic Dunmer weapons and armor, and slaves. So smugglers trade these things. Smugglers also smuggle grief, sheen, and shawarma to avoid imperial taxes. The Sixth House hired smugglers, though what they smuggle around here cannot say. Yes, sir. Knows the Navarine called this silly superstition, so tell Chaos this. Nobody in her right mind pays attention to moon yowling. Prophecy and ancient heroes were born, and other silliness, fuzzy tales for little kiddies. Okay. Guess that's it. That's all I've got. Now to the temple quarter, which is actually in the back of Vivec, if I remember correctly. Yay! Jump, jump, and I need to go back. So, I'm going to be playing for at least a little bit longer, little bit longer. I don't know how long I've been playing already, which is something I should probably be knowing about, which actually it has. It's been a little bit of time, but it's not been gouges amount of times. So this pretty much is going to be this episode. Can I not hit it? Guess not. Wait! Is that Nirnroot? I think it is. It glows. There's Nirnroot over there, I bet. If you don't know what Nirnroot is, it appears in like every game and it glows, and it's a very strange plant that generally always starts some sort of quest, or at least a version of it does. Oh no, I don't want that. I won't. Oh no, I don't want that either. Services. Is this... That's the Hall of Wisdom. Actually, wait. Can you tell me where What's-Her-Face is? Someone in particular. I don't know. We'll try here. If she's not in here, because I think this is the place. I don't believe I've seen a Nord with such a grand outfit in some time. Can I help you? Yes, if you can tell me where. And I don't know. Drambarrow. No. Is this not the right? Okay, give me one. Okay, so I am in the right district, but Mayra Milo is temple priestess who works in the libraries of the Hall of Wisdom. Okay, so I'm looking for the libraries, and I don't know what. I need to find the library. Mayra Milo. Her doors are crossed from Canton offices in the Hall of Wisdom. Hall of Justice. Ordinators. The Library of Vivec. Cannon quarters. Okay, but I don't think she's in there right now. She's probably in the library specifically already. So, hey, Mayra Milo. Follow me into the back of the library. We can't talk here. Okay. You're mean. Why are they all so mean? Okay, go ahead. I'm afraid I don't know anything about the Sixth House cult, but I can tell you about the Navarrene cult. The temple worships Nerevar as a saint in here, but prophecies of his reincarnation are punished as wicked heresy. The Navarrene cult claims the tribunal are false gods, hence the temple's prosecution of the Navarrene cult. A group called the Dissident Priest disputes the temple doctrine in on the Navarrene prophecies. The prescribed book, Progress of Truth, describes their beliefs. Get a copy of Progress of Truth for Caius. That will tell him all he needs to know about the Navarrene cult. Progress of Truth. This book lists disputes of the Dissident Priests, but I fear the temple has outlawed the sale and possession of this book, so it's hard to find. So a safer plan would be to search local booksellers. Some booksellers ignore temple bans outlawed books for profits, or profits for principles. It is an Ashlander called primitive superstition, says the temple. Navarrenes say the tribunal are false gods. I've never understood why the temple wastes so much energy on them. The faithful cannot be shaken by such attacks, and the Ashlanders are just ignorant savages. But since the submission of the temple to the empire, the erosion of faith among Dummer, the militant wing of the temple is increasingly fierce in its attacks on heretics and heathens. Dissident priests. Dissident priests dispute temple doctrine and are outlawed and persecuted by the temple. They challenge the purity and divinity of the tribunal, suggesting their powers are sorcerous, not divine, and perhaps akin to the powers of Dagoth-Ur. They also condemn the arbitrary power of the ordinators and accuse the temple hierarchy of self-interest and corruption. Which is I don't want to say anything because I do know some things about later in the game because I have been reading online stuff. Ordinator. Okay, so this is pretty much going to be the end of this little adventure here. I know where to get the... I'm fairly sure I know where to get the book. If I don't... If the book isn't at the rare bookstore that I was in at the beginning, I don't know where it is, but I'm fairly sure it is in that bookstore, because that bookstore has quite a few books, and I think that's where I bought it last time. It may not be. May not be. Don't know. Jump, jump, jump. Pretty, pretty, pretty background. Jump, 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 jump. Oh, which this is also something that I've kind of started to do, because I didn't do it real much before. This has started to subscribe. I've started subscribing to the things that I like to watch and stuff on this account, so if you want to know what I like seeing on YouTube, that is where you can look that up. I think it's in feed. No, it's not in feed. It's... I don't know where you'd find it. I know there's a way to find it. Progress. Progress of Truth. 167. What if I give you this? You don't want that. Okay. No, I'm here to get through the stupid doorway. Which he feels is Dubasha's rare books. It's his friend. Now, we are going to make our way back to Balmora and pretty much conclude this episode with Chaos. I just really don't want to end this episode when we are so close to finishing this quest. To think this has pretty much all been done at night. So, a lot of good things are actually going on in this. I really like playing right now. Not exactly sure why. A couple days ago I couldn't have really cared less, but now it's really, really fun. Sway's in mood. But yeah, this is an extra one. It is not to be expected every week. Nor do I plan on putting one out every week. Just right now, since I'm really in the mood, it seems like a good idea. This is kind of to make up for everything being really late yesterday, which had to do with a whole bunch of things. But now we are going to be moving along, and not to mention I really like getting further on the main quest right now. Though I kind of want to do Blood Moon a little bit, but Blood Moon is like you're expected to be level 15 or something, and that's really high level. Okay, so now orders. Okay. No, in progress of truth. Give me time to read and digest all this. In the meantime, I'm promoting you to journeyman. Blades. Congratulations, Blades. Okay. So apparently I don't get anything for being a journeyman. And go do some job for the guilds or freelance for just keep yourself or get some training, and then when you're fit I'll have new orders for you. Orders. I'm not ready for you yet. Go out and... does that just mean that I need to start a new conversation? I don't know. If I don't, I'll have to look at what level. Okay, we need an Ashlander informant. I've heard of a fellow from Alderum named Hasor Zain Zubani, an Ashlander who left the waste to become a wealthy trader. They say the Ashlanders like to give and receive presents. Take these 100 drakes, find out what Zubani likes, and get him a gift. Then give him the gift and see if he will tell you about the Ashlanders and the Navarine cult. Then report back to me. Okay, so pretty much that is what I will be doing later. If I remember, he likes poetry. But that's what I'll be doing on Friday, or maybe if I feel up for it, a little bit earlier. You don't know. Oh, you don't know. Now I'm throwing things out the window. The schedule's gone. I will still be making my normal Friday video unless I manage to screw something up with my schedule. But that will mean I have put out one earlier. So I will see you guys next time in my adventures in Morrowind. Specifically, the series is called Curin's Adventures in Tamriel, which, real fast, if you have seen this and you have also seen Curin's Adventures Through the Elder Scrolls, which I deemed Cates, C-A-T-E-S, that one, C-A-T-E-S, is no longer being done. So, I do keep it up there just because I want to show that I haven't always been awesome. Well, my videos haven't always looked awesome. Whether I'm awesome or not, well, that's your decision. But so, if you're basing me off of that material, it is in an archived playlist. I've made it so everyone has access to it. You can always see it. I probably will always leave it up there, unless for some reason I have to take it down for either to get certain things or whatever. So that is just all I'm going to say about that. But if you liked this extra episode and you like this and you haven't already and you want to keep up, please do subscribe. If you just like this episode and you are already subscribed, or even if you haven't subscribed yet, and you're going to subscribe with this episode, please leave a like, and if you could also leave a favorite. Favorites would be awesome too. So, yeah, that'd be really cool and really awesome, but I will see you guys next time.